ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. Has the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it, now ain't no one about to block my hit. Cause someday, someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home. And tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottle from the section and I pockets with the bass.
DJ Fresh. Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATL-MIA-DMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. No place like California.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami, to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Tretti. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the 49ers going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. second down following the run. On second down, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch right.
Now let's go.
Here I come.
Back to throw again. Looking for someone to throw to. Looking sideline, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They've decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful.
Now let's go. Green, Detroit. Detroit.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. On play action, they'll throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
They know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, after last week where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Watch it now.
Here's Presley, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st down, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On second down, Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's third down. And now because of the sack, it's third and goal from the 14. Third and long, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On the run, this is Presley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out of here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll run. It's Presley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Third down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Here's Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They come up in an offset eye. And here's Marshall. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
8 yards still remaining here on third down. On third down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Wilson on the keeper. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
When a quarterback sneak is run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw again. They shakes him off. Look at the time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with 1 complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And San Francisco gets set to go here. On first down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Escapes the sack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Wilson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Wilson on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
19.
On third down, Wilson. He's got time. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. On second down, here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Hey, we got tight left, right is left. Now let's go. Blue 90. Back 90. Detroit.
So now it's 1st and goal. Now a carry here for Presley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This sing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.